And I liked the factor that the curriculum was student-driven, and it was student-led, and it was a little less teacher-driven, teacher-led.
Again, because they were actively engaged, they had a more meaningful connection with the vocabulary, they had a more meaningful connection with the text itself, and therefore their understanding of the vocabulary was enhanced.
We could concentrate just on reading and comprehending in the beginning. In the first 4 or 5 weeks that we spent on the book, it was just the reading and comprehending. And then stopping, going back and rereading and recomprehending with the activities enhanced their academics. Switching, having 4 different corners that they went to, having a different perspective each week that we worked on this really also was the key for them of staying engaged, staying active, and having that outside person who had that expertise really kept them engaged the whole entire curriculum.
Getting a chance to move into the different stations, work in groups, act, that really addresses the needs of adolescents. They need to be engaged in their text, and they need different activities that involve the whole child, whether not just paper and pencil, but movement, voice, speaking, and writing, and that enhances comprehension.
I just think it really enhanced the overall, what would have been a traditional literature circle was now, we brought in community partners such as Writers Theater, and I feel like it took the basic literature circle to the next level.
And the Writers Theater activities allowed them to collaborate, all working together towards one goal, and those are the kinds of skills that we want them to develop to be a very good student, and of course a competent adult who's able to work in groups and with people from all different backgrounds when they become adults in the workplace. So I did see improved cooperation among the students. I saw collaboration, and with the final projects that were well executed.
And I feel like Writers Theater just was the whole partnership was a good fit with what I already do. And so a lot of the kids, especially I have a lot of special ed students in my classroom, I think that when they were in the community corner, it gave them a new chance to kind of have their voice, because it was something the way our resident did it was something completely different than what I normally do. So I felt like, though we do a lot of small group work, especially for special ed students, it gave them a different way to relate to the novel, relate to their classmates, a way that everyone could participate no matter what their reading level was.
And perhaps without the Writers Theater resident, she and I may not have been able to do such a large culminating piece. Mm-hmm. I feel like I was saying earlier, it pushes it to another level that we wouldn't have had necessarily mm-hmm. before.
So it gave them ownership, it gave them responsibility, and it definitely gave them accountability. And they knew to participate in the final production, they had to have all those areas completed, done, and done correctly, or they wouldn't be able to participate. So it really put the accountability and responsibility back on the kids.
And when I would go from group to group, they would give me feedback. Well, we've chosen to do this, and this is why. And therefore, I didn't need to lecture them. I didn't need to redirect them. I just assisted them, gave them some suggestions, and they were able to complete the projects on their own. They were very independent. And that is one of the reasons that I like that kind of group activity, because it leads to their independence. It lets them be creative. It lets them develop. And then, of course, when they work in that way, they come up with a more meaningful project, and their comprehension is enhanced.